I'm going to explain the term custodian in this video. Custodian, investment bank plays many roles. So one of their role is of custodian. So what do you mean by custodian? That's what I'm going to explain here. See, there are many international investment banks in India like JP Morgan, Northern Trust, BNY Mellon, Morgan Stanley. So there are many investment banks around like Barclays, many around, and mostly they do the work of custodian. So that's what I'm going to explain over here. Now, before we understand the term custodian, I need to tell you about bank. With the analogy of bank, it will be easier to understand. Now, when I say a bank and what is your expectation from your bank, what will be your answer? Your answer would be that you expect your bank to safeguard your cash, safeguarding cash. Now, how do they attain this objective of safeguarding cash? Or how do you know that the bank is safeguarding your cash? Say, for example, you have deposited some cash or you have withdrawn some cash from your bank account. So how do you know that the bank is safeguarding your cash? You will come to know that the bank is safeguarding your cash when you check the ATM and it shows the right balance. You can check through ATM, or you can call up their customer care, or you can check online the statement, and in that statement you will clearly be mentioned about the deposits that you have done, withdrawal that you have done, and then it will also tell you the balance. So that means it is telling you the right balance. Why right balance? Because it is also telling you how that balance is coming up. Okay, so all the deposits also will be shown, all the withdrawals will be shown, and then if at all you got any interest, additional interest, or any charges levied, everything will be shown, and then they will tell you the balance. That's when you trust that the bank is safeguarding your cash correctly. Similar work is done by custodian. Now, when I say custodian, what comes to your mind? Custodian is coming out of the word custody. Custody means what? When I say custody, what comes to your mind? Custody also refers to safeguarding only. So custody also refers to safeguarding. So custodian is doing the work of safeguarding investors financial assets. Okay, investors financial assets means equities, bonds, or any securities. So custodian is doing the work of safeguarding investors financial assets. How do they do this work? By record keeping all the transactions, by record keeping all the transactions. So the record keeping is the key word over here. By record keeping all the transactions. Okay, so what do you mean by all the transactions? An investor is doing buy activities, sell activities. So all such transactions will be recorded by the custodian, and that's how they will be able to show the right balance plus any corporate actions that is taking place. So buy plus sell plus corporate actions. So what do you mean by corporate actions? Example like dividend, company is paying dividend or bonus, stock split. All such corporate actions will also be recorded by the custodian, and that's how they will be able to maintain the right balance. So whenever your client checks his account, your demat account, where all these details will be given, so then he believes that his account is being safeguarded properly. Fine. So bank does the work of safeguarding cash, custodian does the work of safeguarding investors financial assets. So most of the investment banks that you see around, international investment banks, they do this work only in India for their clients abroad. All right, thank you for your time. Thanks a lot.